You don't need a new life. You need a new direction. Right now, your life isn't falling apart. It's slowly leaking. And that's more dangerous, because when everything is broken, you panic, you wake up, you act. But when things are okay, you sleep, you stay, you delay. You tell yourself, it's not that bad, and years disappear. Let me ask you something. Are you unhappy, or are you just comfortable enough to stay stuck? Because comfort can look like peace, but inside it is killing you. You wake up every day knowing you could do more. You feel it. But instead of listening to that voice, you silence it. You open your phone. You watch something. You distract yourself. Not because you're weak, but because facing your own potential is scary. It's scary to realize that the only thing standing between you and a better life is you. No enemy, no bad luck, no curse, just your habits. And habits are quiet. They don't shout, they repeat. Every day you say, I'll start tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes next week, next month, next year, until one day you wake up older, tired, and angry at yourself, not because you failed, but because you never truly tried. Most people don't waste their lives in big mistakes. They waste them in small delays. 5 more minutes in bed, 1 more episode, 1 more scroll, 1 more excuse, small choices, made daily. And those small choices slowly decide your future. You don't suddenly lose discipline. You slowly train yourself to avoid effort. And avoidance feels good in the moment. But later it feels like regret, heavy, silent, permanent. Here is something no one likes to hear. You already know what to do. You don't need another video, another book, another plan. You need to stop negotiating with yourself. Because every time you negotiate, your weaker side wins. You say, I'll do it later. Your brain hears, it's not important. You say, I'm tired today. Your brain learns, comfort comes first. And soon, discipline feels unnatural, effort feels painful, and laziness feels normal. That's the trap. You don't fall into it suddenly. You slowly settle into it. And the worst part? You start believing that this is who you are. You say things like, I'm just not disciplined. I always quit. This is just my personality. No, that is not your personality. That is your training. You trained yourself to quit. And the good news is, you can train yourself to act again. But it won't feel good at first. Growth never does. Let me be honest with you. The beginning is boring, uncomfortable, unrewarding. You work and see nothing. You try and feel stupid. You speak English and make mistakes. You start something and feel slow. That's normal. That's not failure. That's the price of change. But most people quit here because they want results before identity changes. They want confidence before effort. They want success before struggle. Life doesn't work like that. First you act, then you struggle, then you grow, then results come, always in that order. And if you skip the first step, nothing else happens. You stay exactly where you are. Let's talk about fear. Not the dramatic kind, the quiet one. The fear of being seen trying, the fear of looking stupid, the fear of failing publicly, the fear of realizing you're not as good as you hoped. So you hide. You prepare forever. You plan silently. You watch others do what you want to do, and you tell yourself, one day. But one day is not a date. It's a lie. Real change starts the moment you stop hiding, not when you feel ready. Ready is a feeling, and feelings change. Action is a decision. Decisions change lives. You don't need to destroy your old life. You need to interrupt it. One small action, done consistently. Wake up slightly earlier. Speak 1 sentence in English. Write 1 page. Record 1 short video. Read 1 chapter. Small actions feel useless until they aren't. Until suddenly you realize you're not the same person anymore. Not because of motivation, but because you kept showing up. That's how identity shifts. You don't become disciplined by thinking about discipline. You become disciplined by acting when you don't feel like it. Again, and again, and again, until it becomes normal. And one day you'll look back and realize something powerful. You didn't need talent. You didn't need permission. You didn't need a perfect moment. You just needed to stop running and start building, right where you are, with what you have. now.